Welcome back to Megsmenopause IGTV, and I've got the lovely Lucy here again today from Lucy's Squad, and we're going to talk about the heart and exercise for the heart. And the statistics out there are that 1 in 3 women will suffer from a stroke or a heart attack in the menopause, which is really high, because I just always imagined men, pints of beer, meat pies, 40 cigarettes, and they are overtaking, we are overtaking those men with these statistics. The British Heart Foundation put them out about 6 months ago, and I went to one of their conferences, and I was just blown away. So I really thought it was important, because I didn't know any of this out there, and I've never seen it out there. So I want to tell you, ladies, please really think about your heart. I was also told that it is definitely quite hereditary. So if a member of your family, your mother or your father or someone in your family has had a heart attack or stroke, you can go and get tested at any time. You don't have to wait till you're really late or in your menopause. You can get tested in your 30s and your 40s. And my mum had 2 strokes when I spoke to my dad, and also she had osteoporosis. So we're covering everything here. And then the other thing I wanted to say about the heart was, let's ask Lucy, and she can tell us.
So heart health is so important, isn't it? And again, exercise is amazing for our heart. And I often say to women, it's really funny, like you say to women, what's the most important muscle you want to tone? They're always perhaps like thighs, abs, but actually I'm kind of like, the most important muscle, believe it or not, is our heart.
Of course.
And I think also with exercise, when we think of like all the benefits we're getting, like how we can increase our heart health, gives us more of an incentive to exercise as well, which is what we're talking about, going through the menopause. We've got to look after our bones, we've got to look after our heart, and again, a pair of trainers is going to do that. And I love kind of coming up with analogies, because I think when people really understand how the body works, it's so much more motivating for them. So if you think of your heart as a muscle, but if you think of it like a pump, okay? So if you imagine, so the stronger your heart is as a pump, the more powerful it is at pumping blood around your body. So if it's not that strong, if it's weak, it has to pump harder, and because it's not as powerful. So imagine like if you were blowing up a bed, you get those blow up beds and you get those big pump things. So if it's not a very good one, oh my god, you'd have to like count hours. Whereas if it's a really strong good one, a couple of pumps and up.
So that blood going around the body.
So think of your heart like that. So every time you exercise, you are making it a stronger pump, right? So it's really it's so good for helping reduce cholesterol, stuff like that. And one of the best ways to strengthen your heart is to do walking, to do running, cycling, HIIT training, any form of exercise that you really like that's going to get you slightly out of breath is going to help increase your cardiovascular health. So are you doing walking and running?
So what I've started doing is I basically used to just walk my dog. But then I decided that I wanted to start the couch to 5K. And it's very easy, I have to say, because I think that anyone could do it. I do the NHS or the BBC one where Joe Wiley speaks to me. So it was like really, week 1 was just like run for 30 seconds, walk for 30 seconds. It really breaks you in. And I must say, I was just one of these people for like the last 20 years who just decided that all I did was like to do weight training. Not anything for the heart. And I used to even skip, and I used to sort of lie to my personal trainer. He said, have you warmed up? I said, I've done a round, I've been on the treadmill, but I hadn't done anything. So I had not done probably any proper cardio for at least 10 years.
And I bet you're feeling good now for doing it.
I'm on week 5 and it's made the difference.
And I think the thing is, if someone doesn't like running, don't think you've got to run. Walking is just as good. And there's a really good way of doing it, is like I always say, intensity is really key with exercise, right? So you could go for a walk, but if you're able to phone up your best friend and catch up on all the gossip while you're walking, which we all love doing, it's really good, but it's not going to really strengthen your heart. Whereas if you were walking at a faster pace and your best friend phoned and you were able to just answer with a yes or a no, then you're working at the right intensity.
That's really good actually to think, because so you're really wanting, when you're walking, you want a power walk, really.
You want it, absolutely. And it could be that you could quite easily add in intervals. So say if you go and walk around the block or something, you might say from one lamppost to 10 further along the road, you're going to walk at a much faster pace. You know, do those little intervals where you feel a little bit more out of breath, and it is a really good way to think of it, that you would be unable to hold a full conversation. So if you are walking along, and we were talking like we are now, we're not really working at a maximum rate to really get our heart fit, whereas if you're able to just go yes, no, then we know we are. And I think that's a really good thing to remember, you know. And if you perhaps say love swimming, go to the swimming pool, and you might want to do 2 lengths where you're swimming a little bit faster, then 1 for a little bit of recovery. And again with cycling, you know, anything like that. And it is so important, you know. And your heart, the great thing is, every time we exercise, we increase our heart health, you know.
Oh, really?
It's like every time, you know, fitness gives you the quickest payback. It really, really does. And, you know, then the stronger...
And you lose it the quickest, don't you?
Yeah, but, you know, it's kind of like, so again, it's like having that in your tick list every day, and just think, you know, why you're doing it. It isn't just about how we look on the outside. Actually, the bigger picture is what's happening on the inside, you know. And that is probably gives people more of an incentive when they understand, like if they're just doing a 7-minute workout, or if they're out doing your walking or running one, just think how you are making that heart stronger, so it's much more of a powerful pump that is then helping with your circulation, which also is great for our skin. I was just going to say, it's like you then don't need to go for a facial.
When you get back from a run and you're just glowing, and every time I record like at the end of it, I never record at the beginning, but when I get back from a run, I just look really flushed and rosy, and that real glow.
And the other thing that's really amazing for it, helps to promote human growth hormone, which actually HGH is what keeps our skin youthful, and but it starts to decline in our 30s. So there's nothing to do with the menopause. I know.
Oh my god.
But the great thing is, it's that you can stimulate it by exercise, so then it kind of comes back to life. So this is why the beauty of exercise as well.
And also, let's just tell you this. So Lucy arrived at Waterloo Station today.
Oh yeah, okay. So I've done my heart health. I've looked after my heart today, and it's actually, even though it's a bit grey, it's actually a really lovely day, and I love walking. I know how important it is for me to get my steps up. So I've walked from Waterloo all the way here, all the way to 12,000 steps.
Primrose Hill. So guys, also a good thing is maybe, like you said, put your high heel shoes in your handbag. You know, in New York, you see it everywhere, don't you? You always see women in suits, and everybody's got these dresses, their work clothes on, and they always wear their trainers in New York because they walk everywhere. So if it means that you get off from a tube stop, the one before, or a bus stop, the one before your workplace, I think that's a great idea. Because then it just means just hop off, and then, you know, instead of getting off at that one, do 2 stops behind or 1 stop behind, and then walk.
But you know, it's like, so I knew I was going to be busy today. I actually got up early, did one of my workouts, but then I was like, okay, so I'm going to be in London. Traffic's always a nightmare, isn't it? I don't particularly like going on tubes, and I'm like, you know what? So I'm going to walk. I worked out my day.
Can I ask you how long it took?
Couple of selfies on the way.
Okay, great.
But not many. I had to do one at the top of Primrose Hill.
Of course.
But it said to me it was going to take me an hour. I probably did it in 45 minutes.
Brilliant.
I power walks.
And
it's great. You get to see so much stuff, don't you?
London, don't you?
Yeah.
And what about, I mean, can I ask you, is it just generally with food, just being healthy is, you know, you can have the odd thing that you like. Are you also about, you know,
it's all about balance. You know,
it's about balance. You're not like all like,
oh my god, no. And actually, I don't think that's healthy either. I think you've got to we want to enjoy life, but what's really good is you know, occasionally I love chocolate, so I'm going to have a chocolate bar when I want.
So you will, you're not just sitting there living off a piece of celery. Great, that's so good to know.
You know. But I also love healthy eating, because actually you can eat really healthy foods and they taste nice. You know, but when I go away to France a lot, I'll go out and have dinner, and I don't care, I'll have whatever I want.
Do the bread and the
absolutely.
butter.
And it's you've got to enjoy life, but also you've got to be in control with it. And it's like, if I then then feel like the next day.
It does make you sluggish sometimes.
Yeah, but then the next day I'm just really strict, and it's like, right, get up, do a workout, have, you know, I'm never going to be really bad.
Yeah, of course, because it's in your lifestyle.
And it's kind of like, also, I think when you eat healthy foods and enjoy that, you don't want to really eat rubbish.
Because you do actually feel...
And you taste the
you
flavours
feel lethargic,
more,
yeah, because when you start eating rubbish, everything is like, you know, the more salt and the more carbs and the more fats and the more sugars, it's, you know, it does sort of like, it's basically, you do feel it. I feel it in myself. It's not like because I'm a saint, because I'm not, but I do know when I eat just cleanly, I do have more energy.
Yeah. And I think that's it. And I think, you know, like for me, the older I've got, I've realised what my body likes, what it doesn't like. And more than anything, it's like, I like to feel in control, you know, and it's kind of like, so that's where I think if I'm going to eat that, especially if I'm travelling a lot, you know, I might be with friends and they're going to go to like somewhere fast food, and I'm like looking around thinking actually that's going to be a bit healthier because for the rest of the journey I don't want to feel lethargic and horrible. So it's like, that's where you learn, you know, but you can still eat really lovely stuff as well.
Great. Okay. So there we go, everyone. There was some little tips about how to keep our heart healthy. And don't forget that little stat I told you, 1 in 3 women will have a stroke or a heart attack in the menopause. And there is 13 million women in the UK today going through the menopause.
Wow, 13 million.
13 million. Okay, guys. Bye.